All right, folks, thank you. Welcome back. Now let's take on our next story. You know, it bears repeating here that anti-corruption efforts are designed to address the problem of corruption and related felons. The Anti-Graft Agency has been tackling these felonies, securing convictions in the process. It has come to light that the Lagos Zonal Directorate of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has secured the conviction of some, foreign nationals, Filipinos, Chinese, 11 Filipinos, 2 Chinese, and 1 Indonesian, to 1 year imprisonment each for internet fraud and cyber terrorism. They were all fined 1 million naira each. Justices Yelim Bogoro and A.O. Oweye of the Federal High Court, Lagos, pronounced the sentences after finding the accused guilty as charged. They pleaded guilty, though. The EFCC is working and could do more. Let's share the moment with you now. Thank you. Come there. All right, folks. BK, the EFCC is working, but the man at the bus stop begins to wonder what in they do self. But the pictures don't tell lies.
No, they don't. You see, some of these foreigners have always behaved like in Nigeria they can do anything and get away with it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We are showing them now. Because it was difficult to jail foreigners in our country. It's either they bribe the police or find a way to escape.
Yeah,
the ordinary people, the Yahoo boys, they get jailed with impressive regularity. But we are saying that other people too deserve to go to jail. And what we've seen, what the EFCC under the current leadership is doing is really impressive.
Oh yeah.
I used to criticize the EFCC a lot. I still do. But I must admit that an EFCC chairman who came into office and began to clean up the agency itself.
The stable, yeah.
The people before him didn't do that. And we know that some of the very crooked people were in the EFCC.
Sorry. CKN, when BKO had a chat, a one-on-one with the EFCC boss, and the question was, what about these Yahoo boys? Yeah. He said, can you imagine a Yahoo boy, 22 years, had how many billions in his account? Yeah. Where did he get that money from?
No, he explained to us that politicians now use Yahoo boys to funnel money outside of our country.
So now he's...
Because it's the Yahoo boys that understand they are very techy.
That's it.
So, like me now, I'm not techy, I'm a bushman. So, the Yahoo boy, they are very techy. Yeah. What the ordinary people like me can't do, the kind of transactions that I can't do, the Yahoo boy will do it effortlessly.
No, what they mean
all
by
of those e-wallets, they are adept.
And cryptos.
Yes, cryptos. They are adept at using those e-wallets and cryptos to move money.
Yeah.
The ordinary politician who is just there, all he knows is give approval, steal money.
That's
he still doesn't have the skill that those boys have to move this money out. So politicians are now hiring them. But the thing is, let's stay on the matter of these white people.
That's it, yeah.
White people are now coming into our country. They will buy apartments, put people there, and all they do is advance fee fraud. It wasn't happening before.
Put the gadgetry there too.
Everything, documents, all of the things that they do, the tools of their trade, they put them in our country.
And recruit
you
the
leave
boys.
your own country, come into Nigeria to do advance fee fraud. White people. This is see finish now.
Something which you cannot try in there.
Now which kind of see finish be this? Come to our country. Chinese. Do you know how many Chinese are involved in advance fee fraud in Nigeria? We talk about the Yahoo boys. There are Yahoo boys among the Chinese.
Okay.
This is what we've seen.
Yeah.
Look at the number of Filipinos that they've arrested. These guys, they forge documents. In some cases, Nigerian names that they are bearing.
Can you imagine?
So they've come to even train our people. Nigerians didn't invent advance fee fraud, though. It's these people that brought advance fee fraud to us. We didn't know about it before now. Now, in today's Nigeria, foreigners are coming into our country. They come to steal our solid minerals. Go to Nasarawa and other places and see how the Chinese are mining illegally. Mining tantalite, mining gold illegally in our country and getting away with it. But the EFCC say no more.
Enough is enough.
Once they are done with their serving their time, there's no other way. There's no other way to treat them. Put them the way they deport our own people to in the UK and US. Take them to the airports, deport them without an extra dress. Let them go back home. If they want to do fraud, they should do it in their country. Why should we export advance free fraud into Nigeria? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
CKN, in their China, if you are accused of corruption, you know this, a bullet to the back of the head.
Capital punishment.
They are gone.
First of all, we need to commend EFCC. A lot of people say that EFCC is not doing anything. I didn't know much of what they are doing until some few weeks back when we had a one-on-one with the, some of us had a one-on-one with the EFCC chairman. And I was shocked with some of the information that was coming out of him. To a large extent, he has been working in the background, not making so much noise. He's somebody that believes that he doesn't need to be making noise of what he's doing. All we have been seeing is Yahoo boys, Yahoo boys. But beyond what Yahoo boys, if you look at the level of recoveries by the EFCC, let me give you a classical example. I'll come back to this word. Who in his wildest dream will ever tell you that, will ever know that somebody in this country, an individual, built over 700 houses
and 53.
753.
Yeah.
Flats. Built the luxury duplexes. Who will ever tell you that? And it has been, it doesn't, those things, it didn't take one day to build.
The EFCC
said
yes.
Yes. Though to build that, it's not a question of days. It's not a question of days.
It's years.
Yes. That means that this thing has been going on. So you can see the, and what they have also done is the people up their antics in terms of intelligence gathering. And that's what we always talk. That's what was, even within our military, I've always said that the issue of intelligence gathering is very, very key. Okay?
Very key.
You also have this reward system. The reward system where you see people volunteer information. And give you the basic information. There's a name which they used to call it, I can't remember now. Where you give information. Whistleblowing. That whistleblowing is also working so much. Because EFCC, you ask yourself how many staff do they have. But they have people also around who are giving you. But coming to this...
The judge, let me add that the judge, Justice Bogoro, Justice Oweye, ordered the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service to ensure that the convicts are repatriated to their country of origin within 7 days. Upon completion of their sentence. So all the devices and the interesting thing, they all pleaded guilty to the charges. No argument. That means the EFCC did its work
diligently. That is what I'm talking about, diligent. That's what I'm talking of intelligence.
They found they built a prima facie case and they were able to sustain it.
The one that happened, there are two, because there are about two of them. One happened in Abuja, one happened in Lagos. I learned that the one in Lagos, when that operation was carried, it was in the night. There has been this intelligence coming to them, and they've been following through until they busted the place. And how many people were? Close to about 500 or so were picked up that night. They were packing them in. Now the issue is that what rights do they have to be doing what they are doing in Nigeria? How come that we have these people sneaking in?
CBEX, it is white people behind it, foreigners.
How come these are the ones for financial? I can tell you that if we search properly in the problem of insecurity that we're having now, we will have
part of the charges is terrorism.
Yes.
Part of the charges is promotion of terrorism.
Promotion of terrorism. Some of them will be fully involved. So we have to be very, very careful. We have to commend the EFCC. But for me, I think that we need to also take out with our laws. A situation where you see people with this high level of economic sabotage, at the end of the day, say give them 1 million. Even with the Yahoo and so forth, you see that people, it's just a slap on the wrist. The law just allowed them, just give, you see somebody.
They were charged for cyber terrorism and internet.
That is it. And you just give them a slap on the wrist and say either or. There are some laws that shouldn't have either or again. If you are set, if you get it, do the jail.
Yeah.
Because what they take is that because when you see the judges, I don't blame our judges because our prisons are overpopulated. So they are to congested. They want to make sure that they give them, let them probably go. It will not serve the necessary deterrent. For them to say they plead guilty, they know the grievance of this thing of the. If you do that in Saudi, or China, that is that sentence.
Let me read the charge against one of them, for Nigerians to know exactly what these guys are doing here. One of the count rates that you winning the Jesus and Genti International Company Limited sometime in December 2024 in Lagos, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, willfully caused to be accessed computer systems organized to seriously destabilize and destroy the fundamental economic and social structure of Nigeria. When you procured and employed Nigerian youths for the identity theft and to hold themselves out as persons of foreign nationality, with the intent to gain a financial advantage for yourself, and you thereby committed an offense contrary to and punishable under Section 18 of the Cyber Crimes Prohibition and Prevention Act 2015 as amended 2024, and Section 2 of Section 3D of the Terrorism Prevention Act. You know, so they're also saying that I was trying to add something. They were charged for similar. Because do you know the funniest part of it? They make millions and billions from this thing. And those Nigerians that they employ, if you see how much they are paying them, those children, they pay them 50,000, they pay them 40,000, and the rest of them. No, they just use the boys and use them. Even CBEX, these were foreigners. They use Nigerians over to get something trillion. Yes, to get this thing. Nigerians, you know, when they see, when the EFCC said it was going to go after the perpetrators, many of us didn't take them seriously. So now we are getting someplace. So EFCC, we wish you Godspeed. Continue to give your